Well, good morning. It's great to be with you on this Monday morning. A new week lies ahead of us, yes, and we are heading towards Passover. Can you imagine that? Just the other day, it seems like we celebrated Passover. We're heading back there. A great reminder again of what Jesus Christ did for us upon the cross of Calvary. But again, you are with George at Growth Point, growing as you are going. And this week, I want to speak around Mark chapter 8 and verse 29, where Jesus asked his disciples this question. And this is what we're going to be looking at the entire week. Who do you say I am? Remember this. This is what he said. Who do you say I am? Now, to understand who Jesus Christ is, the build up towards Passover, we're going to speak a little bit more as we go along of what Jesus had come to do on this earth. There was a specific task that he was set to do, and that again to deliver humanity back to God, and again overcoming the sin that pressed man down and pushed man aside. Again, Jesus Christ came and brought us back to the Father. Can you just think for a moment? This is what he did. And so again, the question, who do you say Jesus is? So as we build up to the Passover, we note this, that when the death angel entered Egypt, whoever did not display the blood on the doorpost, the death angel took the firstborn in the house. Now that is why we celebrate Passover. Again, to bring us to an understanding that Jesus Christ came to deliver us. Yes, like a type of Egypt, brought us out of Egypt, brought us out of slavery of sin, brought us back to the Father, given to us again a understanding of what Father came to do for us right in the beginning of time. Again, we see what Jesus displayed as Father God took that sacrificial lamb, or that lamb, the first lamb ever slain, again to cover both Adam and Eve, reminding them and reminding us and reminding Jesus what he would do one day. And so leading up to Passover, Jesus knew that he would become that sacrificial lamb that will be killed on Passover. Not just that little lamb on the side that they would do, that the priest would go and sacrifice, but as he would hang upon that cross, he would become that sacrificial lamb. And in Mark chapter 8, verse 29, then Jesus asked, he said, but who do you say I am? Remember this. Let's just pick it up in chapter 8. So Jesus and his disciples left Galilee and went up to the villages near Caesarea Philippi. And there they were walking along, and Jesus asked, who do people say I am? Notice this. Well, they replied, some said John the Baptist, some Elijah, others they say you are one of the other prophets. But then he turns around and he says, but who do you say I am? Listen to the reply. Peter replied, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Wow. Now, another version, Jesus turns around and says to Peter, well, this revelation didn't come from you, Peter, but it came from God himself, again, revealing to you, my disciples, that I am the Son of God. And so again, he starts now. He turns, and you find in the next verses, he starts to prepare them for this, that what he had come to do, to be the sacrificial lamb. And so the question again that we want to ask is, who do you say I am? Who do you say Jesus Christ is? Do you know who Jesus Christ really is in your life? Have you come to that place in your life where you had to sit down and again you heard that question, where when Jesus stands before you, before your conversion, he says, who do you say I am? Because again, we have to acknowledge who Jesus Christ is, and we have to acknowledge that he is the Son of God. So, Jesus did not ask, what do you think about what I have done? He didn't ask them. Remember, he did mighty miracles around them. He asked, who do you say I am? Again, it's pointing back to them. He wants the answer from them, because he spent these 3.5 years around with them. Now it's getting closer to the time, the preparation for him to become that sacrificial lamb. You see, Jesus didn't ask, note this, Who do your friends think I am? Sometimes, people have different views, different understandings. He's not asking you this. And again, I'm bringing this question back to you, asking you the question, who do you say Jesus Christ is? Note this. He didn't ask, who do your parents think I am? Again, we look at that and we think, well, my parents, they were good people. They've served God, so it's fine. No. Listen. He doesn't ask as well, who does your spouse think I am? So the question is directed to you today. Who do you say I am? We have all been asked some very difficult questions in times past. Some of us asked. Remember the time when you asked your a girlfriend to become your fiance, to become your bride? Those were difficult questions. Will you marry me? And you kind of waited. And she's kind of like let you linger on and like, what is she going to say? And then I will, And so we've all got to those points in our life where we've been asked difficult questions. And again today, I want to end off this Monday morning by asking you the question, who do you say Jesus Christ is? Hold that thought as we continue on tomorrow.